So no, I do want to get into psychology of the ladies when they cheat, though, right? So you say you was doing it to get your lick back. Did you enjoy the sex with the other person?
It was alright.
Just alright?
Yeah.
So why'd you decide to do it like more than once then?
It was my uncle. When he used to stay with us, he used to try to do certain things to me when nobody was around.
What happened with the dad of the oldest two?
He left me for a child molester.
You say what?
He left me for a child molester.
What do you mean?
She's a predator. She's on the Georgia website of offenders. It's always good to get a DNA test, regardless, because he does claim that his second son isn't his.
So I'm gonna ask.
His second son is his.
I'm gonna ask you though. Is there a possibility that anybody else could be? Well, that look doesn't say that you're just telling the whole truth. What's up, YouTube? I want to once again thank everybody who comes up to me in the street and shows me real love. Y'all don't even know. It keeps me thankful. It keeps my tank full. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. So are you homeless?
No.
Okay, so what's your situation?
I stay in a pass split.
Okay, you're in a pass split. How old are you?
25.
25. And so, how long have you been like in pass splits and things like that?
For like a month.
A month? What was you staying there before that?
I was staying in hotels, shelters, and stuff.
Okay, got you. So okay, that's a little step up to the pass split, right? How long was you like in the hotels and shelters and all that type of stuff?
For about a year.
About a year? And so what was it that happened a year prior to that caused you to have to get into that situation?
I was dealing with a domestic violence relationship, and it just wasn't turning out. I ended up getting pregnant. He wanted me to kill the baby and all that, and I was getting beat on while I was pregnant. It was a lot of situation, but
okay,
overcame it.
Yeah, listen, I see you smiling through it for sure.
Yeah,
right.
So you gotta stay humble. You feel me? You can't let the little stuff get to you. Like,
man, listen, say that. All right. So, okay, so you was in this relationship. How long were you in this relationship for?
3 years.
3 years, and so you're 25 now. So 24, so about 21 or so when you got into it. How long were you in the relationship before the domestic violence started?
Like 3 months in, we was having a little issues, and then it started to get a little. It was little, and then as the 3 years started going, it started getting heavier and very violent. Cops were always getting called, and it was always a lot of stuff. So. Okay.
And so, what was it that made you finally decide to pull away and say enough is enough?
After I got pregnant, and I just couldn't do it no more. I couldn't risk doing that. You feel me? Killing my baby, and I was already two months in. They done did the whole
ultrasound and everything.
No, the road situation. The law. You can't kill a baby after 6 weeks.
Oh yeah. Definitely here in Georgia.
I forgot the name of it. Road or some shit.
Yep.
Versus road. But yeah, I just couldn't do it after that.
Okay, and so did you still want to do it, or?
No.
Okay, so you didn't want to do it after that. Okay. And it was definitely his baby, right? Okay, so he didn't suspect you of cheating or nothing like that?
No.
So what would be the type of things that y'all would argue about?
Him wanting to talk to other females, and you laying in bed with me. They're just simple girl shit.
So y'all would be in bed together, and he would be
on Instagram, texting, flirting with other girls, making them feel special, like how he make me feel special. Just couldn't do it,
How would you find out?
Go through his phone.
You would go through his phone.
Go through his phone. They always say you don't want to see what's gonna hurt you. Don't go through the
Don't
phone.
go through that phone. You gonna get your feelings hurt.
And my feelings
every time.
Every time. So it was more like I was doing a lot of bickering and crying and stuff, and he just, it just wasn't, Every time I touch his phone, he'll try to hit me, grab on me, forcefully push me down to get his phone. It was a lot.
Would there be violence from both sids?
Yes.
Okay,
I can't say that. I'm not going to knock and say, it was like more of a 50-50, We just wasn't compatible. It just wasn't working out. And my child is a blessing, but I regret the father I dealt with throughout the years.
Who does your child live with now?
Child lives with me.
Okay, so
he's about to be 1 next month, fully healthy, well taken care of. You know?
Okay, good stuff. All right. Okay, and so how did you go from, the shelters and hotels and stuff to the pass split? Because we see a lot of people out here in those shelter, hotel situations, and they just can't seem to get to that just next half step of the pass split. Like, how did you do it?
I really more like, put in effort. Most folks ain't putting in that effort to be like, hey, I don't want to be out in these streets. I don't want to be out in these pass splits. These hotels are getting too expensive. Got to pay $300 every week.
Yeah.
I'm not qualified to paying $300 a week, especially when I'm not making that much.
You get your own spot for that.
Yeah.
You know?
So it was just like, a pass split was just like the next step. Well, shit. I can have a stable place right here paying $163 a week versus going to a hotel, extended stay, and paying $300 and $400.
Yeah, every week. Yeah, but I guess what I'm asking is, what is the difference between like what you did to get to that point versus other people out here? Like, did you get a job? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you already have a job?
No,
like,
I already had a job and stuff. It's just like I said again, effort. I put in.
What was the effort? Like, describe what the effort was.
Actually going applying. Put in the qualifications. You need a job. You need to show like you make a certain amount of income to qualify for these places. I met the qualifications, and look, I got into it. And ever since then, I have been in my pass split. I have made great improvement since I have been in there, and I am so thankful.
I hear that. All right, so that's awesome, right? But real quick, let's just start from the beginning. Let's figure out how we got into this situation in the first place.
Okay.
All right, so where are you from?
I'm from New York.
You from New York?
I'm from the B-Town,
The BX or Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, you from Brooklyn. Hey, man, shout out that BK, man.
Bro,
Shout it out all day. All right, shout out the whole city of New York, by the way, man. Shout it out.
To New York.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Shout
sir.
out.
And so, growing up in New York, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
No. I'm actually adopted.
Okay, you're adopted. So, do you remember what age you got adopted at?
5.
5? And so, do you remember what life was like before that?
No, not for real.
Not for real?
It's like bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces. Were you told that you was with your biological parent, mom or dad at that point?
No. When I found out, about all this stuff that was going on at a young age, I felt a little left out because I didn't have my mom or my dad. So it was like a different.
What age did you find out?
5.
Okay, so here's what you're saying. Okay, so you found out at 5 that you was already in the foster care system?
Well, no, actually, I was already in the foster care system, but then I got adopted at 5, and that's when, I started getting a little gist of what's going on. Because as a young child, you moving from home to home to home to group home to foster home. You don't know what's going on.
What's going on? Yeah, you don't have the perspective to really know.
Yeah, especially at a young age, but once I hit 5, it was like my memory was intact. Like, okay, from here on out, I got to remember everything. So I have remembered everything since then.
Did you stay with one person since then?
Yes, till I was 17.
Okay, and so was that a 2-parent household?
No, it was on and off with what my mom had going on or whatever. So no, yes.
Like she had like different guys or like the same guy revolving in and out?
She had the same guy, but then sometimes they'll never work out. Typical relationship stuff. She ended up getting married, and she ended up getting a divorce from my youngest sister, dad, and here and there.
And so, how many siblings did you have? How many?
5.
Okay, 5 siblings. Where were you in the age order?
I'm in the middle, actually.
Okay,
I'm the middle child.
And so, were all 5 also adopted, or
No.
So how many of them were adopted versus biological?
2 and biologically 3.
Okay, got you. Okay. So growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
I did, but if I can go back, I'd do things all over again.
Like how?
I would definitely change my lifestyle, like how I grown up, because
What about your lifestyle would you change?
I dealt with so much what can I say, mental health. I dealt with so much abuse. I dealt with sexual assault. I dealt with so much. But if I can go back, I'll definitely do everything all over, but I'll do it differently. I would learn how to speak up more about what was going on behind closed doors. I would
What age did the stuff that was going on behind closed doors? What age did that start?
Like 10.
And so was that someone that was in the house with you?
Yes.
Okay, was that like a brother, or was that was that her guy that was coming in and out?
It was my uncle. when he used to stay with us, he used to try to do certain things to me when nobody was around, and I never spoke on it until I was 22.
22. So
from 10 to 22.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Well, listen, we've heard it all on this channel. So let me ask about that. So, was that the only like type of sexual assault or anything like that? Okay, so let's talk about that. So, how long did that situation go on?
Like I said, from 10 till I was like 17, till I finally like left out of my mom's
So
house.
it was going on the whole time since 10 years old. And at what point did it turn from just kind of the molestation to like sex or whatever?
Well, it never got to that point because he'll always like sneak in my room and be like, hey, I will pay you $10 if you suck me off, or I'll do this and that. And I used to be so scared. I never did it, but it was like, I used to be so scared. My mom actually came to me one time and was like, had your uncle ever tried to come touch on you or something? And I was like, no. When, you know, he tried to multiple times, I just was at a young age, was getting in trouble for so much. I would think like, I can't speak on it, because if I speak on it, my mom may not believe me. She may not believe what I'm telling her at this moment. And it hurt me all these years. And then I finally, like I said, after I turned 22, when I had finally gave my life to God, it was like, okay, now I can speak on it. This is one of my trauma pains that's causing me to be the person I am today.
Right.
Because I have been hurt by somebody that was supposed to love me.
And protect you.
Yeah, and he hurt me. So, yeah.
Okay. And so, when you told your mom at 22, what was her reaction?
I knew it. That's what she said. She said, I knew it. Why you ain't tell me? And I was like, because I was scared. Because at a young age, you don't know what you could be thinking. You know what I mean? Folks been tried to tell that, hey, I had been sexually assaulted, and they never got believed. They never had none of that. So she said she knew it, and next time, you know, she gonna keep a watch out, because she does foster care. So she knows she doesn't want him around, because if he's gonna do it to me and to some other girls,
do it to other ones, yeah.
He'll do it to other, and he like dating younger women. So it was like, yeah, we know you be doing crazy shit.
Well, in defense, I like to date younger women too, so I ain't gonna sit here and just say that, okay? But but I get it. In his situation, he was already doing that stuff to you and everything else. Okay.
He said, I like younger women. That's nice.
I mean, you know, I'm
Well,
41, and you know, the typical lady nowadays maybe around late 20s, you know, mid to late 20s type deal. So. Okay, so, and I mean, so did he ever get confronted about that? Like,
I'm not sure.
Okay, so you kind of stay away from that situation?
After everything that have happened with me and my family, we kind of didn't have that bond, and after I left, it was like...
What happened with you and your family?
Like I said, I was a very bad child. But it was like I said, I was dealing with
a lot of... You was acting out. You had the trauma.
I was dealing with...
Now you can look back on that and see that, right?
And yes, that's what I was
What was maybe some of the worst things that you did? Like, in other words, if I talk to your foster mom, what would she tell me? She got some stories, huh?
She got some stories.
Okay, what would she tell me?
What you want to know? Like,
what's the worst thing that sticks out of your mind?
Shit. I used to be a little thief. So
you used to steal, like you used to have sticky fingers like a mug?
Yeah, as a child. I don't have sticky fingers now, y'all, so I don't want y'all to think like, as I got older, I realized like I don't want to be in jail, you feel me? So
right.
But now I used to be a little sticky finger person. Like I used to go to school, I used to get the cookie dough paperwork and go to school, and I was robbing the school, the neighborhood. I was I was a money maker though. So
okay, you was getting a little bit of money, a little change.
Yeah, I was getting a little money, you feel me?
Okay.
But other than that, you know, my mom give you some real crazy stories about me though.
And so just to be clear though, so the molestation and stuff never turned into
like some actual sexual assault, like he inserting himself into me, but it was like always. And
was it ever the oral stuff or anything like that?
No, because I would be scared, because I'd be like, if I did it, what's going to happen after that, you know?
So what would he be doing, like over the course of 7 years? He would just be trying to do it, basically?
Yes, come into my room, and he would literally try to pull his dick out and be like, if you suck my dick for $10, I will, you feel me, I give you $10. You do it for $10, I'll give it to you, or whatever. Or he'll try to find a way to bribe me to do it, type shit, yeah.
Okay. And so the ways that you feel like that affected you, like how would you say, in your own words, how would you say that affected you?
At a young age or now?
Both.
At a young age, it affected me bad, like very poorly because it caused some of my behaviors. But it also, like, as I get older, I got kids now. I got 3 children. I got a 5-year-old daughter, a 4-year-old son, and an 11-month-old son. It just helps me to learn who's around my kids and who's not. Like, who can I trust and who I can't trust. Who I know will not do some crazy shit like that to my kids, and who will. Like, you can't trust everybody.
Yeah.
So as I'm getting older, you know, I don't allow my kids to do some of the shit that I did when I was younger, or be around people that I was around.
You pay a little more attention because you've been through it.
Yeah.
So 3 kids. Okay, so you got 3 kids. The other 2 kids, they live with you as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all 3 live with you. And as far as the dads go, same dad or different dads?
My 2 oldest got the same dad, and my youngest, my newborn,
has the dad with the domestic violence. Okay. What happened with the dad of the oldest 2?
He left me for a child molester.
You say what?
He left me for a child molester.
What do you mean?
She's a predator. She's on the Georgia website of sex offenders.
Okay. Why did he leave you for a child molester? Well, I mean, what was his stated reasoning or anything?
He wasn't happy no more. I don't know. I have no clue.
Because the youngest was probably a baby at that point, right?
Yes. He left me with my oldest. When I had my oldest, she was 1. She wasn't even 1 yet when he left me. She was about to be 1. So.
You say the oldest?
Yeah, my oldest is about to be 6.
Okay, so the oldest was about to be 1. So the youngest was in the belly, I guess? Okay, so he had gotten you pregnant and then left? Mm-hmm. Okay, is he like active and present in the kid's life? No?
No, he does nothing. I don't even know where he's at. And
okay.
It is what it is at this point.
And you say the woman that he left you for is on the Georgia child offenders list?
Yes.
What did she do?
I have no clue. I can't give you that. She tried to explain it to me. I didn't want to hear it because regardless of the fact of what you're telling me, I don't know. I wasn't there, but you're on the Georgia website. That's all I know. You're on the sex offender website.
Okay.
But always, look, y'all always do background checks on who you getting with because you don't never know who you getting with. That's how I found out the girl was a sex offender.
So he didn't do the background check. You did. Okay. And he didn't say any reason. He didn't say like, well, I just like her better, or, you know, we have better sexual chemistry or anything like that.
Nope. He just said he was unhappy and left.
Okay.
And ain't look back since.
Now let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a tough question. How much of this do you look at and say, well, I'm choosing these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm opening my legs to them, and with the guy, the first guy, you got 2 kids with him, you know what I'm saying? So like, how much of this is your bad decision making?
Actually 100%. But at the same time, like I said, I don't regret my kids. I regret my mistakes. I give myself 100% of all this is my fault because again, I open my legs. I let these niggas have babies, and now look at me. I'm a single mother of 3.
If you could go back and give your 18-year-old self any advice, right? You just left, I guess, from the house. Where'd you go immediately when you left your foster mom's house?
I went back into foster care. So if I can tell my 18-year-old self something, it would be, don't get married to these men. Don't have babies. Be more.
Did you get married?
I did. That's another story.
Wait, to the one that you got 2 kids with?
Yes.
Y'all were married?
Yes.
Are y'all still legally married?
Yes. And he jumped up and left.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, that's another story to get into.
Okay, well, I mean, at least you got married. You know, it's kind of a silver lining.
And then it was
trying to do it the right way, right? So you had the kids within the marriage. So if I asked him, I said, hey, why'd you leave your wife and your kids? What would his response be?
I have no clue because I'm still trying to find out the response. So I don't know.
I mean, have you reached out to him? Have you?
I done seen him a couple times, but yet it would be like, I still love you and I still want to be in this marriage with you, but I don't want to be with you type. But I don't know. I have no clue. When I reach out, he don't want it. He don't want a divorce. He don't want to get a DNA test. He don't want to do none of that.
Wait, he asked for a DNA test?
You know, it's always good to get a DNA test, regardless, because he does claim that his second son isn't his.
So I'm gonna ask.
His second son is his.
I'm gonna ask you though, is there a possibility that anybody else could be? Well, that look doesn't say that you're just telling the whole truth. That does not say that.
No.
Body
because-
language speaks before words do. So
Look, no. I promise you, there's no other possibility. There's no other possibility.
you smiling too much. You smiling too
I'm
much.
cold, man.
Okay, so
It's the air.
it's the air.
It's the cold air.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna ask: did you ever cheat on him? Ever?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, yeah, I did. But I did it out of despite because he cheated on me. Don't never do that because when you do that, karma's a bitch.
it becomes like a downward spiral because then now he's got reason to say, well, that kid ain't mine or whatever like that.
But yeah, I did cheat and I take that. That's why I
So
wanted to get the DNA test.
when you cheated, was it a one-time thing or was it like you was dealing with this person like several times?
It was probably like a one-time thing, maybe a couple times.
Like ain't no one-time, couple times. Like, so I'm gonna ask again. Hold on, not our people just randomly walking by. Hey, y'all just what? It's like that?
No, we handling business right now.
I got a surprise for y'all. Huh? Give me 1 second. I got a surprise for y'all. Guess where I'm going in 2 days? Ohio. I'm going to Ohio.
Wow.
What do you think I'm going up to Ohio for?
I think they're trying to turn.
What do y'all think I'm going up Ohio for? It's to find out something about you, man. Yeah, I'm flying up there on Wednesday. I'll be back on Thursday, so it's a recon mission. Cause I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be allowed to do it legally, so we're gonna have to sneak and do it. Yeah. We putting in work now.
Say we got to do it.
I'm gonna have to sneak and do it. I'm gonna be on some James Bond stuff for these. Listen, I'm gonna be on my James Bond tip. All right.
Mark's turning to a super.
Look. I'm telling you, Ileana, you okay?
Yeah.
We could always tell by looking at you what's going on. You wear your emotions on your sleeve. What's going on right now? And just give me 1 second, okay? These are my people real quick. Huh?
Nothing much. I already told you on the phone what be going on. You know what month it is? When I did my first interview. I'm not trying to say too much. October, when I did my first interview.
Okay. The anniversary of all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on right
Rough
now.
month, but she alright. She just got nails done.
Yeah, I did some self-care.
Right, some things to make yourself feel better. All right. I never updated the viewers on that stuff y'all got, so we gotta talk. So I'm gonna call y'all a little bit later, okay?
Alright.
We'll do an update before I go up to Ohio.
Alright.
All right. Y'all be good, all right? How you doing, sweetie? Good. I ain't mean to
This my
ignore you.
sister. She got
Yeah,
a
we
baby
know
on
she
the
was
way.
at the baby shower.
Yeah, she got her baby on
We
the
remember.
way.
So, all right, everything good with the fella? All right, we catch up. All right. All right. Sorry about that.
Oh no, you cool.
Sorry about that. So, cause you was trying to figure out how you was gonna explain some of this cheating, right? I do want to get into psychology of
Yeah.
the ladies when they cheat, though, right? So, make sure you're good. I do want to get into psychology. So you say you was doing it to get your lick back. Did you enjoy the sex with the other person?
It was alright.
Just all right?
Yeah.
So why'd you decide to do it like more than once then?
Cause I thought I just did it. I don't know. I can't give you a lot of answers. I just did it because I wanted to.
Huh.
He did it multiple times. Cheated on me twice with 2 different girls, in 2 different locations, 2 different time frames. So why not? Why can't I keep doing it? You know, even though it was all right, it's just why not? My logic is not logical enough to give you. I just did it because I wanted to.
Well, that's what I want to know though, right? I want to
did it
know
'cause
whether
I
it was
wanted
logic
to.
involved, no logic involved. Just so had he done it, had he not cheated, do you think he still would have cheated? No.
No, but one thing about me, I am loyal. You feel me? I'm a Libra. We're very loyal. We always give our partners that one up. You feel me? We let you lead. We let you guide. We let you do everything that you need to do. But as soon as you fuck up that one time, I can't guarantee what's going to be the outcome.
Over
of
with.
Yeah, like I can't guarantee the outcome.
So the guy that you cheated with, was it anywhere near the time of the window of conception and all like that? You be smiling when you got something. You start smiling like you give yourself away. Okay.
Look, it be like the way you say it. It's like, yeah, no, that's for sure his baby. He is the father. Let me go. I'm gonna take him on paternity court, and they're gonna be like,
we can go on Steve Wilkos. They actually contact. So I was on Steve Wilkos. I had a story that went to Steve Wilkos. Do you think he would be interested in going? Like, they pay a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? You get to go on TV and stuff like that.
I can't tell you that. I haven't spoken to him. I don't see him. I don't do none of that.
You got his socials and all like that?
I mean, his contact info?
Yeah, like his Facebook, Instagram, any of that stuff?
I got his contact. I got his phone number.
All right.
It's not changed.
Okay, well, maybe we'll reach out to him, right? See if you guys want to do that, because they've been contacting me about stories that they could put on their show. So,
hey man, I got a story right now.
What's that?
My newborn, my baby. I've been trying to get this nigga on paternity court for a minute. They actually reached out to me. It's a show called He Took Over Murray. I can't think of his name. It's gonna come up. It's gonna come back to me. But he took over Murray.
The Murray show. Okay.
Yeah, he took over that show or whatever, and they reached out to me to get me and my baby father on there, and my baby father like he didn't want to go. So.
Okay, so he
the one who said he need a DNA test, and he ain't doing nothing for his baby until he get a DNA test. But he ain't got no reason to say that I was out there cheating, because I was always loyal to him. I always sat home, took care of your child for you, your child that you got, your 6-year-old, and did everything for you. And you gonna say that that's not your baby, like?
I tell you, man, it really is a shame how these things happen, because you seem like an otherwise nice, beautiful young lady, right? But you end up with 3 kids, and none of the dads are taking care of the kids, and
damn shame.
It's like, how do we keep repeating this cycle?
Oh, don't trust me, I ain't repeating this cycle. Ain't no more babies coming out of this body right here.
Well, but you've already done it. That's the point. And so,
Ain't
like,
done it,
and there's a
again.
17-year-old girl that's probably about to do the same thing, go through the same cycle that you just went through.
Yeah.
If she's watching right now, what can you tell her?
Because she definitely needs to hear it.
Go ahead, tell them.
Lead with yourself first. Focus on yourself first, because when you start involving these men in your life, there's no turning back, especially when these babies start popping out, because after 6 weeks, baby, you can't get rid of that baby.
And you won't know until about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, you won't even know you're pregnant until about 6 weeks.
Like 4 or 5.
That's what I'm saying. You got like a week or 2 window in Georgia. All right, so look, I know y'all probably about to go. So we definitely appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions.
I feel appreciated just
listen, I love it.
I've been trying to find somebody like you, man. Where y'all be
Listen,
at?
I just be walking up. You see, I just pull up out of nowhere.
IG.
All right.
IG, cheers for it.
Hey, man.
Cheers
Okay.
World. I'm on Tubi movies. I'm on Tyler Perry
Not
joints. I'm on
Tubi
BMX.
movies.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
Cheers World 1980.
Okay.
Like, follow me.
Cheers, Trails World 1980?
Yeah, that's why when she
Okay.
said her name, and I'm gonna tell you, brother, I love your convo. Like, I'm really intrigued.
Yeah.
But yes, they do.
Oh, we gonna talk. Hold on. So real quick, if anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, we got your IG. Do you have Cash App or anything like that?
Yes, my Cash App is Sans World. Let me put it up. So if y'all want to,
And if you got 1,000 people that can send her $2.
hey man, cause it's really needed.
We know how to man
Look, it's really needed, y'all, because we actually struggling. We just had his parents pay off a whole $500 debt, for real.
Respectfully.
Well, I mean, and that's a whole nother conversation though, because you know what's the struggle like? Y'all put together 2 incomes. San 515. Okay, cool, got it. But yeah, like as far as that goes, like, you know, why is the struggle so much there? Y'all got the 2 incomes.
Well,
the past split. Are y'all both staying at the past split?
Yes, but at one point I was the one working and he wasn't working, and then now I was the dog groomer, helping my sister with dog grooming.
Right.
And I was getting paid $65 a day, and only working 3 days, so I wasn't making that much.
Right,
and that's where
right.
it went back to me I was staying in a hotel, and I couldn't keep affording it. So then he ended up getting a past split, and now he's working. But at the same time, it's like.
No, I just love your vocal with it. I don't want like.
Hold on, real quick, because I want her to wrap it up.
Look, at the same time, it's like he's still not there to the point to where he's like, okay, well, these bills
it takes time for the money to build up a little bit. I
so
get it.
It's like it's kind of getting a little difficult. So we actually had made a GoFundMe But I don't know. Once you cash out the money, you can't use the GoFundMe no more.
Yeah,
We'll have to make
I don't know how it
another
works. So.
GoFundMe.
Redo it.
Yeah, I
No
don't
worries.
know how to
We
make
got your
GoFundMe.
cash app up here.
Yeah,
We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you,
And
I
we definitely
appreciate
wish you
for taking the
nothing.
time
Listen, no
with
problem.
Interviewing me.
I'm glad you agreed. And
Hey,
so
sis,
we
life
definitely
be
wish you
life.
nothing but the best out here, all right?
God got
Thank
you.
Make sure you have a good one, sweetheart.
Thank you. You too.
All right, all right.